day 1096 off the grid. And this is also the day that ends 3 years and therefore 3 winters off the grid and the beginning of year 4. That's right, it's a very, very special day. I didn't really do anything to mark the 11 o'clock-ish turn off of the grid 3 years ago. That kind of passed, but it's not really a good day to do anything. Not like last year where we celebrated by installing more solar panels, which I can just show you there. There they are, the 2 ones I picked up from J-Car. They're still doing their job very nicely up there, and the framing is holding up to the weather. Of course, the weather around here hasn't actually been like this. It's actually been wall-to-wall glorious sunshine for literally months. Only the occasional rain, but in the last couple of days the rain's come back. Of course, initially that's a welcome thing, but of course it only has to be that way for so long before you want the sun back. So I'm just going to make a simple video. It's going to be 3 parts. It was just going to be 1 originally, but then I decided on 2 and now it's 3. So first thing is, of course, the biggest project of the year was putting in the trenches and the windmill. The trenches probably actually being bigger than the windmill, and as you can see, you can't see them really. There they are. They do the job. There's some conduit down there. Some of them are now carrying their currents and signals and some of them aren't, but you know, it's all in. And here's the windmill itself. Well, I was pleased to get the windmill up, but we haven't got a lot out of it. I've almost, and I have to say almost, been a little bit disappointed, although I didn't expect too much considering that it's quite low. There's lots of trees around, as you can well see, but when a wind blows through from a certain direction, it will spin up really, really fast. So at least I know that it works. Of course, I do have plans to raise the pole by another couple of meters. I've got a pole all marked out, ready to cut and install. And I'm considering upgrading the blades to a 5-blade set, which will give more startups and lower winds. Probably limit the maximum power at the top end of the range, but I think it's the lower end we want to capture, because this is not a good place for wind. Really, this windmill's just for a bit of fun, just so we can say we've got one. So we're still very much dependent on the solar. But yeah, that's the wind thing, and that was the biggest thing this year, along with the trenches that I've done to improve the system. No more solar panels have been installed apart from those ones there last anniversary. Okay, we'll sign off now here and go into the workshop for part 2.